If you're thinking about relocating to the Atlanta area and you want a suburb that genuinely feels like home, one with real character, great amenities, and easy access to everything the city has to offer, then you need to know about Dacula, Georgia. And more specifically, you need to know about 4 communities that are drawing people from all over the country right now. I'm going to walk you through all of them today so you can get a real feel for what life looks like out here. Dacula sits in Gwinnett County in the northeastern suburbs of Atlanta. You've got quick access to I-85 at exit 120, which connects you to the broader metro in every direction. You're surrounded by parks, shopping, and dining, and the everyday quality of life here is something people genuinely don't expect until they visit. So let's get into it. The first community, and honestly, the one that tends to stop people in their tracks, is Hamilton Mill. This is not your average subdivision. Hamilton Mill is a full-scale master plan community made up of 27 distinct sub-neighborhoods with over 2,200 homes. Think of it as a small town that happens to sit inside a larger city with its own town center, its own golf club, and a lifestyle that rivals high-end resort communities across the country. When you move into Hamilton Mill, you get access to 2 Olympic-sized swim centers, one of which has a splash pad and a kids' water slide, along with multiple lighted tennis courts, 6 dedicated pickleball courts, basketball courts, sand volleyball, soccer, and softball fields, a fully equipped fitness center, multiple playgrounds, stocked fishing lakes, and miles of walking and biking trails, all woven through the community. There's even a clubhouse you can reserve for events and an ice cream shop at the town center. This community was genuinely designed for people who want to live well at home, not just inside their 4 walls. Then there's the golf. Right adjacent to the community sits the Hamilton Mill Golf and Country Club, a private 18-hole par 72 course co-designed by Fred Couples and Gene Bates. It stretches 6,825 yards with a slope rating of 137, and the club has a 35-tee driving range, a pro shop, and a full social scene. Golf membership is separate from the HOA, but it's right there when you want it. As for the homes themselves, you're looking primarily at single-family brick and stone construction, open concept main levels, covered decks, and plenty of lots that back up to fairway or lake views. Price-wise, you're anywhere from the upper 400,000s to well over 1.5 million, with square footage ranging from around 2,400 square feet all the way up to 8,000 plus. Most of the homes were built between the late 1990s and the mid-2000s, with a huge number having been substantially updated and renovated. Location is another major selling point. You're right off I-85, exit 120, minutes from the Mall of Georgia and Sugarloaf Mills, and close to both Little Mulberry Park and Rabbit Hill Park, 2 massive regional parks, with trails, athletic fields, lakes, and more. The community is zoned for the Mill Creek cluster, which includes Puckett's Mill Elementary, Osborne Middle School, and Mill Creek High School. The bottom line on Hamilton Mill, if you're coming from a major city and you want that suburban lifestyle that doesn't feel like a compromise, this is the community that delivers. You get resort-level amenities without the resort price tag, substantial homes with real character, and Atlanta access without living inside the perimeter. Now, if you love the Hamilton Mill corridor, but you want something a little newer and slightly more intimate, let me introduce you to The Grove at Hamilton Mill. This community was established in 2013, which makes it one of the more recently constructed neighborhoods in this immediate area. And that newer build feel really shows in the architecture and the finishes. The homes here lean toward craftsman and traditional styles with stone and cement board exteriors, the kind of look that photographs beautifully and holds up well over time. The homes here lean toward craftsman and traditional styles with stone and cement board exteriors, the kind of look that photographs beautifully and holds up well over time. Inside, you're finding stone and tile countertops, walk-in pantries, split bedroom floor plans that give everyone their own privacy, and primary suites with vaulted ceilings, sitting rooms, and whirlpool soaking tubs. These are thoughtfully designed homes. Active listings are currently sitting in the 490,000 to 595,000 range, with typical square footage between 2,700 and 3,000 square feet. The community itself has a swimming pool, a tennis court, a residents-only park, and an annual HOA of $845, which is genuinely reasonable for what you're getting. And because you're situated within the Hamilton Mill corridor, everything we talked about before, the parks, the shopping, the dining, I-85, is still right outside your door. The Grove is the right move for someone who wants a newer home with quality construction, a tight-knit neighborhood feel, and all the convenience of the Hamilton Mill area without necessarily being inside the larger master plan community itself. Next up is Ivy Chase, and this one is for the buyer who needs space, real space. Homes here were primarily built between 2004 and 2015 in traditional and rustic styles. Vinyl and stone exteriors, solid construction, and floor plans that are designed to accommodate real life. We're talking 4 to 8 bedrooms, 3 to 5 bathrooms, and square footage ranging from around 2,700 to nearly 4,800 square feet. You'll find 2-story foyer entrances that make a statement the moment you walk in. Split bedroom layouts for privacy, oversized primary suites with sitting rooms, stone countertops in the kitchens, walk-in pantries, and primary bathrooms with whirlpool tubs and separate showers. Some homes even have built-in wine racks. These are homes that were built to impress and built to last. The community offers a swimming pool, tennis courts, a residents-only park, sidewalks, streetlights, and an annual HOA fee of approximately $484. Median sales prices are hovering right around $525,000, with active listings ranging from the upper $400,000s into the low $600,000s. For the square footage you're getting, that price per foot is genuinely competitive compared to a lot of what you'll find in the broader metro market. Location-wise, Ivy Chase puts you in the same great Dacula pocket, quick I-85 access, nearby retail, and dining along Georgia 124, close to the parks and zone for Gwinnett County schools. If you're relocating and you need a home with real square footage and real bedrooms, one that can grow with a family or flex for a remote work setup, Ivy Chase very rarely disappoints. And finally, let's talk about Magruder Crossing, Dacula's best kept secret for buyers who want a warm, established neighborhood at one of the most accessible price points in the area. Homes here were built around 2001 and primarily feature ranch style and 1.5-story floor plans, which is a major draw for anyone who prefers main level living. You'll find open living areas with fireplaces that flow into sunlit keeping rooms, covered front porches built for a rocking chair and a cup of coffee, back patios for outdoor living, vaulted ceilings, walk-in closets, and oversized primary suites with garden tubs and separate showers. These are livable, functional, comfortable homes, and with active listings in the $380,000 to $420,000 range, this is where buyers often get their first look at what Dacula has to offer. The community has a swimming pool with a full pool house, 2 bathrooms, 2 showers, covered awnings, plus a community swim team if that's your thing. Sidewalks throughout, and an annual HOA fee of just $280 a year. That is one of the lowest HOA fees in the Dacula market and really Metro Atlanta, while still delivering real amenities and community identity. Location couldn't be better. Minutes from I-85, close to Little Mulberry Park, Rabbit Hill Park, and the Trophy Club of Appalachia for golfers, with plenty of retail, grocery, and dining nearby along Georgia 124 and the Auburn Road corridor. Magruder Crossing is zoned for Mulberry Elementary, Dacula Middle, and Dacula High School. If you're new to Georgia, want to get into the Dacula market at a smart price, and you value a low-maintenance, well-kept neighborhood with good bones and great location, this is the one to have on your list. So whether you're drawn to the full resort experience at Hamilton Mill, the newer construction and craftsman character of the Grove, the square footage and value at Ivy Chase, or the accessibility and charm of Magruder Crossing, Dacula has something that was built for the way you want to live. These 4 communities sit within the same zip code, the same county, the same quick drive to Atlanta, and they each offer something genuinely distinct. That's what makes this pocket of Gwinnett County so special. Any of this has you thinking about making a move, whether it's this year or you're still in the early research phase, I'd love to be the one to help you navigate it. Give me a call or shoot me a message and let's talk about what you're looking for. I know this market well, I live and work in it every day, and I'll make sure you find the right home in the right community for you and your family. So I'll see you on the next video.